What's going on, everybody? Let's look at some of the charts. Looks like we got some movement going on. We got to check out Tesla. We're going to check out the S&P, NASDAQ, IWM, maybe a little NVDA. This is Mike, the tactical stock scalper. All right. So let's start here. We're going to look at SPY today. And I bought some SPY shares towards the end of the day because it looks like we're going to move up tomorrow. And let me tell you why. As you see here, I am a 4 EMA lover, and I love the 4 EMA strategy. We have a touch and a hold right here off the 50 period moving average, as you can see right there. Let's zoom in a little bit. There we go. See right there, we had a touch on a 50 with the green candle. Then today's candle was a hold on a 50. That gives us a 70% chance of the markets moving up tomorrow. I bought some SPY shares just to swing into tomorrow to get a little up day. And then, make a little bit off those and sell them. As you see, usually when we get a touch and hold, here's another example right here. Off the 100, the markets typically go up off a touch and hold off an EMA. However, I will say this. Now, I am outside, so it's a beautiful day, so excuse the noise you may hear in the background. This 510 level has been troublesome. So because I use EMAs exclusively, typically to trade off of, I'm not going against my plan, but that 510 level is a problem. But as you can see, it's been support and resistance in the past. But going off the EMAs, I expect an update tomorrow, at least in the S&P. Check this out on a weekly time frame as well. What do we got here? Let me erase a couple of these lines here. On a weekly time frame, we also have a touch and hold right there, right off the 20 period moving average on a weekly time frame. So that would even tell you that this week the market should be up, barring some kind of crazy news or something out of the blue. So I expect the markets to go up this week. Like I said, I bought some SPY shares looking for a move up. I will trade those and sell those off when we move up. Let's look at the Qs. Pulling up the old sexy triple Qs here. I'm going to go to a daily time frame here on this. So on the Qs, they don't respect the EMAs as much. It's a little more volatile, if you will. But if you check this out here, we're going to zoom out after I draw this line. Line's a little wonky, but hopefully you get the picture. This long area of consolidation that the Qs were in, and it made a dynamic move out of it. We are trying to get back in to this area of consolidation. If the S&P moves up, the Qs will follow it and go right back in to this area of consolidation. Pretty sexy stuff. Again, looking for some upwards movement tomorrow and into this week. Let's go check out IWM, and then we need to get into some Tesla stuff. So we're going to look at the Russell today. Russell just doing what it does and trades in channels. Look at this buy opportunity here. Hopefully people grab this one as it came right down to the bottom of this zone. And now heading our way back up to the top of the channel during this whole down period. I cannot believe how many people said IWMY is trash, IWM is trash, when they had no idea it was just rejecting off the top of the channel of the 210 level and coming all the way back down to the bottom of the channel. Now we go back up to the top of the channel. This was the buy zone here at 190. I bought at 200, 195, and the 190 level from an IWMY position. Now we're just going to ride, baby. Ride this bad boy all the way back up. Wait, when it comes back down again, sell or buy some more. Let's go look at Tesla. Woo, boy. And we got let's delete some of these lines and let's start fresh with the new Tesla movement. Pretty important here for Tesla. Okay? Broke out of this consolidation channel. Now, I mean, it just ripped. So this channel from 160 to 180 for Tesla kept price in check for quite some time. My lines are a little off, but hopefully you bear with me here. Okay. So we have broken out above the 180 level, and that is so important. As long as Tesla remains above 180, we're going to challenge this $200 level, which we did. And now this is the next key level for Tesla. So let's draw a line here. This $200 level is key for Tesla. Okay, zoom in here. As you see, it got right up there and then rejected, smacked right on top of the head and came back down. It may take another run at it tomorrow, especially if the markets continue higher, and see if it can cross that $200 level. Bulls, you can't get too excited yet until we cross that $200 level. But I want to show you something else on a weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame is this 200 period moving average, which is in purple. Let me draw a line here. See this purple line right there? That is a key level. That is the 200 EMA. And there's going to be a ton of sellers, a ton of short sellers right here at this $200 level. If Tesla crosses this, guys, and holds above it, she is going to squeeze out these shorts, and this thing is going to head up to probably the 220 or 240 level. Now, will it create, see this, let me just draw this trend line here for you. Oh, let me continue this thing down. Right in there, this is this trend line that has held price in check for ages. Look at this trend line. I'm going to continue it. Look at this trend line. It's not exactly to the penny, but hopefully you get the drift. It's actually a little wonky, but we're just going to say this. Roughly around this 220 level, if it breaks 200, would be the next level of major resistance. It's got to break 200. Got to hold above 200 before we get up there. And then that will be the key test. Will Tesla finally break out of this 2-year downtrend? Look at this trend line that has just been You could do a much better job on your laptop or something. I'm trying to do this from my phone for you, but you get the idea. This trend line has held price in check since 2022. Now it will be going right up against it again. And there will be a ton of shorts piling in here on Tesla. Once it gets above 200, the shorts are starting to pounce on it now. It's a $200 level. They've already caused it to have this long wick today. If it gets above 200 and holds above 200, it's going up to this 220-ish level, 230 level. You're going to have to draw the trend line on your laptop or your computer and your phone a little tighter than I did to get a better representation of it. But you should definitely have this trend line on your computer if Tesla is something that you're involved with, because this trend line is massive. So we're going to see what happens here, but it's head up against 200, needs to get above 200, needs to hold above 200 for the next leg up, but it could totally squeeze these shorts. And guys, if it breaks this trend line where all these shorts will be piling in between these levels, there is no telling how far Tesla could run. Congratulations to everyone that has held Tesla. I sold for profit way back here, right here. I got out of this mug right there. When it came down here, I averaged down on all my TSLY and TSLL positions averaged down heavy. So because I figured it would get up to this top buy zone at 180 or this top sell zone at 180, and it did get above it, and I sold for profits and got the heck out of Dodge. Now look at it. Congratulations to everyone that's been holding on. But yeah, you got some areas up here of concern. Let's go look in the video. The reason I'm looking at the video is because I'm involved with NVDA now. Let me remove some of these lines here. Woo! You can tell old Mike's been talking a lot about it. Look at all these lines. Let's remove them. Let's start fresh. Okay. NVIDIA got above the 20 period moving average today. Used it as support. If we hold again above the 20 period moving average tomorrow, we can expect it to go higher. And the next point of resistance is the $900 level. Why is that the next point of resistance? Let me show you. Right there. Got rejected from this $900 level. It's going to take another stab at it. It's going to get up there to 900, I believe, and we'll see what happens. Will it get rejected there or try to go up and test this double top up here? If it gets above 900, guys, she's going back up there to test that level. So we've got a lot of fascinating stuff, and with I think the market's going up the rest of this week, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, give it a little like. Press that like button. This is Mike, the Tactical Stock Scalper, out.